Good morning, my dear students. Today we are going to start second component of staffing, that is selection. You are aware from the meaning of selection. Let's revise once again. Selection is a process of choosing the best candidate from a pool of prospective candidates who have applied for the job. So under selection process, best candidate is selected from the number of candidates who have applied for the job. But for the selection of the candidate, there is a long process. The process has to be followed. Now I will discuss with you the all steps of the selection process. Let's start with the first step, that is preliminary screening. Yes students, preliminary screening. When candidates apply for the job, they have to fill a form. In the form, they have to mention their qualification, experience, each and everything about them. So in the first step, when manager check all the application form and he find that some of the applications are not suitable for the job based on the information mentioned in the application form. Such applications are rejected in the first step of selection process. So what is done in the preliminary screening? Such applicants who are not suitable for the job, their applications are rejected in the first step of selection process. This rejection is done on the basis of the information given in the application form. Then the candidates whose applications are selected, they will move to the next step, that is selection or employment test. So students, in this step different type of tests are conducted to check the different skills of the candidates. Like first test which is conducted is intelligence test. Through intelligence test, IQ level of the candidates is checked. Their learning ability and ability to make decisions and judgment is checked through intelligence test. For example, a short film can be shown to the candidates and then questions based on the short film can be asked from the candidates. In this way, their learning ability can be checked through intelligence test. The next test which is conducted is aptitude test. Under the aptitude test, ability to learn new skills is checked. For example, they will be given reasoning questions to be solved. In this way, their aptitude can be checked. Then, third type of test given to the candidate is personality test. Through personality test, their maturity level, their reactions, their emotions as well as values are measured. So, through personality test, their overall personality is checked. For example, a person is there who hates to meet other person. That person cannot be selected for the post of salesman. Again I am repeating the example. If a person hates to meet other person, such person cannot be selected for the post of salesman. Next test conducted is trade test. Through trade test, existing skills of the candidate are checked. So there is a difference between aptitude test and trade test. Through aptitude test, ability to learn new skills is checked, and through trade test, existing skills are checked. For example, a typing test can be given to a candidate to check his speed and accuracy of typing who has applied for the post of typist. Last test conducted is interest test. Through interest test, interest of the candidate in the job for which he has applied is checked. It is checked whether he has applied for the job interestfully or by forcefully he is applied for the job. By asking detailed question about the job, interest test can be conducted. So here students, you can see these different type of tests are conducted to check skills of the candidate. The candidates who have passed the employment test, they will move to the next step, and those who are not able to pass all these tests, they will be rejected at the second level. So candidates who appeared in the third level, The third level is employment interview. In the employment interview, questions related to job are asked from the candidates. It is a conversation between managers as well as candidates. So, employment interview is conducted to check the suitability of applicant for the job. So, the candidates who will pass the employment interview step, they will move to the next step, that is reference and background check. So, students, in the first step, we have given them an application form to fill. In the application form, they are asked to give name of two reputed and responsible persons who know them. Now, in the reference and background checks, such persons will be contacted by the manager, either through writing letters or telephonically or by meeting personally. Such persons will be contacted. And these persons can be the previous employer of the candidate or principals of the schools or colleges which they have attended last. So, by contacting the references, knowledge about their background, character, as well as whether they are responsible person or not, their status in the society, everything is confirmed. And if their background is okay, then and they have cleared the reference and background check step, they will move to the next step, that is selection decision. This is the step here the final decision will be taken by the management. But before taking final decision, management will discuss the matter with that manager under whom the candidate has to work. Because when that candidate will work under that manager will be ultimately responsible for the activities of the candidate. That's why he will be discussed about the matter. For example, a candidate is to be appointed in the production department. So before taking final decision, a suggestion of the production manager will be taken by management, because when he will be selected, he has to work under the production manager, and whatever activities will be done by that candidate, production manager will be responsible. That's why his decision is necessary. So finally, after taking selection decision, next step is medical examination. In the medical examination, there will be medical checkup of the candidate. In some of the organization, they appoint their own doctor for the medical examination, and in some of the organization accept the certificate issued by qualified physician. So the candidates who have cleared the medical examination step, they will move to the next step, that is job offer. Job offer is given to the candidates in the form of appointment letter. In the appointment letter, date of joining is written as well as all the terms and conditions related to job are mentioned. And after job offer, the last step is contract of employment. This is the step. Here, different documents are to be executed by the employer as well as the candidate. One document is attestation form. In the attestation form, vital detail about the candidate is written and it will be attested by the candidate, so that attestation form can be used as a future reference. And a contract of employment will be prepared by the employer. In the contract of employment, his job title, his duties, responsibilities, terms and conditions, leave rules, procedure of termination, everything is mentioned. And here the candidate, if signing the contract of employment, then he will become the employee of the organization. So students, I have discussed with you selection process having 8 steps. So once again I want to revise the process in a very summarized form. See, the first is preliminary screening. Here some of the applications which are not suitable, they will be rejected at the first step. Then employees will be given different type of tests like intelligence test, aptitude test, personality test, trait test and interest test. Who will pass the test, they will move to the next step, and here the interview will be conducted. After clearing the interview, Management will make a contact to references and their background will be checked. After that, final decision will be taken under selection decision. Then there will be medical checkup of the candidate. After that, letter of appointment will be issued to the candidate, and at the last, a contract of employment and attestation form will be prepared. So students, in this way, the selection process will be completed and employee will join the organization. I hope this process is clear to all of you. Even then, if you have any doubt, you can discuss with me. Okay students, thank you.